Maya, here's a question that keeps safety researchers up at night. How do you know what an AI model will do before you actually let it loose on the world?
You usually don't, Marcus. That's the whole problem. You ship it, you cross your fingers, and then you read the screenshots on social media.
Right. Test in production, hope for the best. Well, OpenAI says it's got a better idea than crossed fingers.
And honestly, this one's worth slowing down for.
So here's what dropped. OpenAI introduced something it's calling deployment simulation. The idea? Predict how a model will behave before release by simulating real-world deployment using actual conversation data.
So instead of a tidy lab benchmark, they run the model against the messy, unpredictable way people really talk to it. The goal is catching bad behavior before launch day, not after.
Which matters because most safety evals are clean little quizzes. Real users are chaos. They jailbreak, they ramble, they ask things no test writer imagined.
Exactly. If you can simulate that chaos ahead of time, you fix problems quietly instead of discovering them when a million people are poking at the thing live. That's the optimistic read.
Now, let me put on the skeptic hat because someone has to. A simulation is only as good as the data feeding it. If the conversations you replay don't cover the weird edge cases, your simulation gives you a false sense of safety.
That's fair. And there's a deeper question. This is OpenAI evaluating OpenAI's own models with OpenAI's method. Self-graded homework still needs an outside marker.
So, the measured take. It's a genuinely useful tool, and predicting behavior beats reacting to it. But it's a safety net, not a guarantee. Independent verification still has to happen.
Promising direction, not a solved problem. Speaking of safety getting political, Marcus, there's a story brewing in Washington.
There is. Anthropic is in a fresh fight with the White House. According to The Verge, an order came down on June 12th to block foreign access to its most recently released models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5, which only launched on June 9th.
So days after launch, the government wants foreign access cut off. That's the export control conversation colliding head-on with frontier AI safety. Who gets to use the most capable models, and who decides?
And here's the twist. TechCrunch points to sales data from Ramp, suggesting the feud might actually help Anthropic. Business users are leaning in, not away.
Picking a fight with the government as a trust signal. That's a wild place for the market to land.
The caveat, that's one vendor's spending data, and the dispute is still unfolding. We don't know how the foreign access order resolves. So, watch this one.
And it ties to a bigger thread. MIT Tech Review just put out a collection on how militaries are using AI models to make decisions. AI as the next military advisor.
Which is exactly why who controls access isn't an abstract policy debate. When a model can advise on consequential decisions, export rules and safety evals stop being separate stories.
That's the through line today, isn't it? Whether it's simulating a model's behavior or fighting over who can use it, everyone's trying to get ahead of the risk before it shows up.
Prediction over reaction. That's the theme. That's the AI beat for today. Your daily dose of AI news minus the hype. Subscribe and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're digging into the new hardware wave. There's a Qualcomm chip hinting at the next round of smart glasses. See you then, Marcus!